Good morning, YouTube. I'm Jason. This is my garage, and today I'm continuing to clean up the interior of the 1995 Mazda Miata that my wife and I just picked up here a few days ago. This is going to be our project car for the next couple of years. So I'm going to take you along for the ride on everything we're doing with it. Today, working on cleaning up the carpets. So in the last video, where I introduced the car, showed you what we got, I pulled the full interior out of it. Soft top is trashed. The rear window was basically missing, and it has a few holes and other things in it. So just decided to pull the soft top off completely, and when I did that, needed to clean out the rest of the car. It's been sitting for years and has just had piles of dirt and debris on the carpet. So I pulled the seats out and all the carpet out and started cleaning the metal. There was just as much dirt and grime under the carpets as there was on top of it. So this is the current state of the car. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, really. I mean, the car is really very solid. So this is going to make an awesome foundation for what we've got planned over the long haul for this thing. But again, the short-term goal is to get this running and driving and clean enough that my wife can enjoy driving it around while I'm collecting parts for an LS swap. That's the vision. So I got all my carpets laid out, and I've already been working on this a little bit, and so far I'm pretty pleased. Here's the main carpet. Vacuumed it up, and I've shampooed the driver's side so far, and really pleased with how well that came out. The carpet is 25 years old, so it's very worn, and it definitely needs replaced, but for now this is going to be just fine. So I'm going to get this shampooed and cleaned up, and we'll put this back in the car. And I've got the parcel shelf carpet and the carpet behind the seats to do as well. These actually look just as good as, if not better than, the carpet in the cabin. So these will clean up very nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and continue vacuuming the passenger side here, and then I stole the carpet shampooer from my wife, and we'll get this side shampooed and then move on to these other parts and get it put back in the car. So my goal, I'm not going to show you all the nitty-gritty details of this because I don't think anybody wants to sit and watch me shampoo carpet, but I'm going to get all this cleaned up, and then I've got a pile that I haven't sorted over here. Excuse my mess. This is just a mess. I've got a pile of interior pieces. I'm going to go through each piece individually, scrub them, degrease them as best I can, get everything looking nice and clean and not smelling anymore like a barn, and get everything put back in the car. So by the end of the video, I should have a completed interior with the possible exception of the seats. I don't know if I'm going to put the seats back in yet because we're going to put some covers on the seat bottoms just to make it drivable for now. The driver's side seat has a pretty good tear in it. So yeah, the driver's side seat is actually missing some foam. When it was sitting, it looks like a rodent got in here and decided to use some of the foam as a nest. So I've got to figure out how to repair that yet. And then we'll put a temporary cover on top of this just to get it running and driving for my wife for now. Long term, we'll probably replace the seats completely with something different. But yeah, that's another project for another day. So, like I said, for now, I'm not going to bore you with the nitty-gritty details of me shampooing carpet. I'm going to get to work, get this vacuumed up, get everything shampooed, and then I'll update you when everything's complete, and I'll show you the after of all the carpet, and then we'll move on to the plastic pieces and do the same thing. So stay tuned. I'm making progress on the carpet. I wanted to show you, that's the water in my carpet shampooer. This stuff is black. all the gunk that I'm pulling out of this carpet. It is nasty as hell. So I got one more piece to do. I got to get this piece of carpet that goes behind the seats, get these vacuumed up and shampooed, and I'm going to hit the parcel shelf carpet again. There's some weird staining here. It's like a calcium buildup or something chunky on the carpet. So I've got some vinegar. I'm soaking in vinegar. We'll let it sit for a little bit and hit it with a scrub brush, and then shampoo it again and see what it does. But all in all, it's cleaning up pretty good. I think it'll do for now. All the interior carpet is cleaned and reinstalled. We got the soft top drains all cleaned out and looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. So it is hotter than hell out here. So I've been slowly picking at this over the last couple of days. I've moved on to cleaning other parts. Let's see, last night I went ahead and did the trunk carpet, at least part of it, and put that in here. So that looks a lot better. I mean, this looked like somebody had been hauling bulk mulch in the trunk of this thing. So I got all that vacuumed out of there, and then spent a bunch of time shampooing this piece of felt for the bottom of the carpet. Got that done last night. I've still got 3 more pieces left to get cleaned up, and you can see, I mean, this is just that's not even a tenth of what was in the bottom of it. I've got to get all that dirt and grime out of these. And while I'm waiting on my chicken quarters to smoke on the grill, I started pulling the door cards off, just because they need a good scrub. Let me show you. Here's the driver's side. I've already wiped down the passenger side, but you can see just the dirt that's ground into these, and something was dripping on it, and it's just a mess. Probably can't do much with that. I'm not going to worry about it for now. But yeah, these just need scrubbed. Get all the dirt and gunk out of the vinyl. And the inside of the armrest is just nasty. So I'm going to scrub that out of there, because you know, one of the things I'm focusing on is removing as many odors as I can. So that's the reason I'm popping these door cards off, so I can scrub the back of them as well, along with the inside of the door. You know, underneath the door card, get this plastic dusted off and get the metal wiped down and the speaker wiped down a little bit, and hopefully eliminate as much of the old car smell, barn smell that's in this as I can. Everything's in good shape. It's just dusty, dirty, and stinky. So interior is back together and clean, as clean as I can get it for now, and I'm going to stress for now. This has been an interesting exercise, going through this, getting everything tore apart and cleaned out. It's really helped me wrap my head around where we want to take this in the future. So we've got a ton of ideas on what we're going to do to update and renew the interior in this thing. It has come a long way from where it was when we got it when we pulled it out of that barn. It's drivable, and that's the important thing right now, is to get my wife cruising in this for the rest of this summer, and let her have a little bit of fun in it. I think we can do that even with the big hole in the seat. You know, I've been climbing in and out of this thing lately, and it's really, I think for around town you won't notice it, and that'll probably be one of my first projects here. One of the first big updates we do is I will strip these seats down to the foam. In fact, I'm going to pull the foam off of the frame and completely go through everything, repaint, remove any rust I find, you know, replace these seatbelt brackets that are scratched up and sun baked and all of that, and get these seats with some decent covers on them. So I'm going to call this video good. Up next, I've got to tackle the clutch master cylinder and slave cylinder, because right now the clutch is really just doesn't work at all. They're both leaking fluid pretty bad, and I'm confident once we replace both of those, then I'll have a nice solid clutch again. And after that, I've got exhaust work to do, because right now it's just straight pipe out of the exhaust manifold. So I'll show you that here in the next video. We'll get into both of those. Until the next one, talk to you later.